All aboard, the Polar Express has rolled into town and we're going for a ride. We'll teach you how to be radiant without a $200 bottle of face cream. And we meet a guy who overcame the odds and is about to represent Canada at the 2014 Paralympics. That's on this episode of Go Sea to Sky. Welcome to Go Sea to Sky. I'm your host, Heather Butts, here at the beautiful West Coast Railway Heritage Park. Now, the Polar Express has rolled into town. It is one of the most famous Christmas stories and one of my favorites. So stay with us, because in just a few minutes, I'll show you what I mean. But first, I want to introduce you to a gentleman named Tyler Mosher. He overcame the odds after a serious injury more than 10 years ago, and now he'll be representing Canada at the 2014 Paralympics. Standing to wax his snowboard, Tyler Mosher has overcome the unimaginable.
I was never supposed to walk again.
On December 30th, 2000, Mosher broke his back while snowboarding after falling 10 meters and landing on the top of his head.
My back exploded. One vertebrae totally exploded, like a grenade going off in your body. It ended up being an incomplete injury, and I got back the muscles that enabled me to walk, although I'm still medically 40% paralyzed below the waist.
Preparing his board to head up on the mountain for training, this world champion adaptive snowboarder will represent Canada during the 2014 Paralympics, the first time the adaptive sport will be included in the Games.
I was in the legislature with Rick Hansen May 2nd, 2012, when the announcement came out, and I was elated that snowboarding got named to the 2014 program. And in many ways, I won my gold medal on that day.
Stacking his bones as though he's walking on stilts, Mosher heads down the 100 steps from his house. Just getting to the mountain is a feat in itself, but one that he's proud to say he's able to do.
It's a tough go because realistically everyone's telling you that you're going to need to be in a wheelchair, and it's upsetting, but you don't dwell on what you don't have. You get through by looking at what you do have.
This won't be his first Paralympic Games. Mosher's cross-country rehabilitation led him to compete for Canada on home turf in 2010. The goal then was not to win a medal, but gain experience as a Paralympic athlete that would help him put snowboarding in the forefront of adaptive sports.
I was constantly pursuing the development of racing for the disabled in snowboarding so that it would be funded at the grassroots level so that children living with a disability who wanted to snowboard with their friends would have the opportunity to snowboard.
13 years after his accident, Mosher is going for the real gold. Constantly working on his technique, snowboarding isn't as easy as it once was. He must be focused, completely in tune with his mind, body, and board, telling his muscles exactly what to do. He must train hard so that when race day comes, Mosher can simply look through his lens and go as fast as he can.
I'm going there as a frontiers person and a pioneer for adaptive snowboarding. I'm going there to represent my country, but I'm not going there as a tourist. I'm going there to win.
Now, Tyler Mosher does spend a lot of time snowboarding on Whistler-Blackcomb, so if you see him, be sure to stop him and say hello and cheer him on during the 2014 Paralympics this March. From athletes to authors, the mountains inspire many people to push their talents to the limits and share them with others. And that's exactly what Joanna Runciman has done in her latest book, The Radiant Woman's Handbook. She has taken her knowledge of eco-friendly and cost-effective products and is sharing them with the world. Have a look. The Radiant Woman's Handbook by Joanna Runciman, a sensible, positive solutions for reducing toxins and loving your body. It's a guidance book, but not necessarily self-help.
Exactly. It's a couple of ways of looking at life maybe a little bit differently to the conventional way that we would look at things. So reducing what you're using in your home, reading ingredients labels, and being gentle on yourself as a woman.
And I love that this book says that you can be radiant, and this book will help you be radiant, but you don't need a $150 bottle of face cream.
I don't think you do. I think we can be very simply looking after ourselves with edible ingredients like jojoba oil, making raspberry face masks. It's very, very simple.
So your book spans from edible ingredients to making products for the home, and today we are going to be making an all-purpose cleaner. So tell us how to do that.
A little bit of Castile soap, which you can wash your hands with or you can clean the floor with. This has lasted me about a year, so it's very economical. And a little bit of baking soda. Pop that in. Handy chopstick.
Chopstick, okay, make it go down. Now, this soap is your typical all-natural basic soap, but because we're turning it into a cleaner, we add a little bit of baking soda.
Yep, the baking soda is an alkaline. It's also quite abrasive, so it's perfect if you want to clean a dirty oven. A lot of oven cleaners can be quite caustic, and I think we need to, certainly in winter here in BC, use ingredients that aren't going to harm us in any way, because of course all our windows are closed most of the time. So we want something that we can breathe in, and then we add just a little bit of glycerin. And glycerin, as you know, coughs and colds and things like that. So we're truly edible ingredients.
So 3 basic ingredients, that's it.
And then you shake it up, and that is your all-purpose cleaner.
Reusable bottle, put it in any type of squirt bottle.
Yep, you could use an old washing up liquid bottle. This one I like because it's got a little squirt top.
And this all-purpose cleaner you can use for anything, but in particular you sort of use it on your dishes.
I use it if I've got burnt on grease onto a pan, like maybe I've roasted a chicken or something, and it's all, it's going to take a lot of scrubbing.
Mugs with coffee stains.
Exactly, yeah. Leave it on there, put a little bit in the mug, put hot water in, leave it for half an hour, use a cloth and just wipe it off, because the abrasive nature of the baking soda will clean your cup.
And from things, cleaning your house products, all that type of stuff, you have things, beauty products as well.
I do. There's a couple of recipes in the book. This one in particular is a nail oil, which is jojoba oil and lemon essential oil, which you're welcome to try on your nails if you like. I've just put it in a little roller bottle, and I can have it in my handbag, and it's great for the cuticles this time of year when they get terribly tempting to scratch, when they get dry. Moisturising our hands with edible oils is really important, because what we use on our skin, we do absorb a small amount of, so I'm really keen that we use edible ingredients.
Why use edible ingredients, natural products? Why do it yourself? You have several different recipes. Why do it yourself?
It's a lot cheaper. It's also, you know exactly what's going in. The claims on a label can often be very different to the ingredients on the other side. So if I make it myself, I know what's going into my cleaning products, my household products, and my skincare.
Okay. And as it says on the back of the book, an inspiring book that can help to move women forward into their goodness and greatness. Thanks for helping us.
Thank you.
Joanna Runciman's book, The Radiant Woman's Handbook, is available at Armchair Books and Quantum Vitamins in Whistler, or you can check out some of her recipes free online at actualorganics.com. Now, if you want to see this story or many of our other stories, you can view them online. Just visit youtube.com/Whistler Shaw. Go see the sky, we're your local voice. Coming up,
I think that it just helps keep Christmas alive within our children.
all aboard! The Polar Express has rolled into town. All you need to do is believe.
The following are proud supporters of community programming on Shaw TV.
Hairstyling and color services for Heather Butts are provided by The Loft Salon. TheLoftSalon.com.
Hi folks, it's me, Don Taylor, way up here with my friend Murph. At Levitt Machinery, they sell, lease, rent, and service all these machines, and they offer certified training. Need a lift? Stack it, reach it, lift it. Levitt.
what could be more rewarding than giving children abilities?
Not a thing. And when you watch Timmy's Christmas Telethon, you can help children with disabilities to build self-esteem and a sense of independence.
Sophie and I will be there Sunday, December 8th on Shaw TV with special guest hosts and musical guests.
And you'll meet special children and families from around the province.
So call in and pledge, and we'll see you then. Welcome back to Go Sea to Sky. I'm your host, Heather Butts, at the West Coast Railway Heritage Park in Squamish. In just a few minutes, we'll jump on board the Polar Express, and we might even get to meet Santa, because believe it or not, Christmas is just around the corner, so we're getting into the spirit of things. But before we do all that, we're going to take a look back at one of our magical stories we did earlier this year. Here, we'll meet some of our next up-and-coming local artists.
Today's going to be the last session of our Ocean and Fish project.
It's the last class for the September session of Kids Art. Well-known Squamish artist Toby Jackson has put down her own paintbrush and is exploring the world of instructing in her home studio.
So just kind of sketch a big oval shape or how. I'm completely passionate about art, and I want to pass it on, of course, to kids. I love seeing the joy and excitement that they get out of creating something that maybe is a surprise for them.
All smiles, Jackson enjoys the class as much as her students. Even after a full day at school, these young artists are eager to get started.
Being with my friends and doing something that we enjoy together, it's really fun.
It's really fun to use your imagination and create what you want.
I did it last year too, and I love it.
Jackson began running classes last spring as part of a drop-in program, but as popularity soared, she decided to create 4-week sessions that run each month. September's theme was fish and oceans, October is all about fall, and November will explore other famous painters, all while learning different art techniques from drawing and painting to multimedia and collage.
With a little bit of instruction and a few parameters, the kids come up with these amazing pieces of art.
Pencil in hand, his canvas awaits. 11-year-old Karim Galaz lets his imagination soar while feeling like a professional artist.
It's really exciting because you actually get the experience to actually paint like a real artist.
This lesson has students reveal the magic of wax crayons and watercolor. And while it's all up to them, they listen carefully to their instructor. Even at a young age, they are very aware of who's teaching the class.
It's a really cool experience to see her style and just to help us with ours. It's really cool.
She's really nice and really teaches us a lot of things and how to mix colors up.
Jackson hopes these classes will help students understand they can learn in a creative way while having fun.
She gives you something to do and then lets you be creative and interpret it the way that you want to do it yourself.
While classes stick to a unique curriculum, Jackson admits she hopes to pass on more than just a new technique.
I want them to be proud. I want them to be excited about art. I want them to make new friends. I want them to feel like they're special.
Now the days are getting shorter and the temperatures are getting colder, but in Kamloops, one couple is keeping hearts warm with a family tradition that has locals coming back year after year. It's time now to take a little road trip to the Woodward Christmas Tree Farm in Kamloops.
Quality Assured Collision's Road Trip is brought to you by Quality Assured Collision, found online at qacollision.ca.
Winter is finally here, and on this episode of Quality Assured Collision Road Trip, we're visiting a spot just outside of Kamloops where Christmas always comes early. There's nothing like a fresh snowfall to ring in the holidays, and here in Kamloops that means one thing. It's time to get outside and find the perfect Christmas tree. Here at Woodward's Christmas Tree Farm, with the shake of a stick, snow is cleared off of the trees as Debbie and John Woodward prepare to welcome hundreds of people to their family-run tree farm.
This is when families come out to choose their tree, and it's a great outing. It's been a tradition for a lot of people.
Nice and full.
And just what makes the perfect tree? Well, it's a matter of preference.
I like that one.
Some people have big vaulted ceilings. They like a 9-footer, a 10-footer. Other people like a spruce tree because it's easier to decorate. The branches are layered compared to a Scots pine.
It's been about 6 years we've come here, and it's just a nice family event. The kids enjoy it. We come out and pick the tree we want, suits our house, suits our style, and the kids just really have a blast.
Sure, finding the right tree is key, but at Woodward's, the experience is just as important. An experience that includes tractor rides, the all-important post-hunt smoky, and of course, the resident pup, Maddie.
What do you think? What do you think? We're probably more known for our Smokies and Maddie than anything. She's just the heart and soul of everything that we do here. She's a mascot for us, and everybody loves her. So many people have said when they come into the concession to talk to me, Maddie, she just loves us. I think I've got this special bond with Maddie. She comes and sits at my feet and cuddles with me. And I said, yeah, I know, she's got it for you, boy. She really does. And then the next person comes in and they'll say the same thing. And
I think you said that to me.
Yeah.
So with Maddie on watch and trees just waiting to be cut down and decorated, Woodward's is the perfect spot to visit and be reminded just what Christmas is all about. For Quality Assured Collision Road Trip in Kamloops, I'm Sam Numson.
Quality Assured Collision's Road Trip has been brought to you by Quality Assured Collision, found online at qacollision.ca.
Well, that is certainly a magical place to visit. Now, every week on Go Sea to Sky, we feature one local spot throughout British Columbia that we think people should take a little road trip and go see. So maybe you have a spot here in the Sea to Sky corridor that we should visit. Let us know at facebook.com/Go Sea to Sky. Later in the show,
I've got here is 19 kilos of Belgian chocolate.
Satisfying your sweet tooth, Melanie tries her hand as a master chocolatier.
Your card has been declined.
Oh, try this one.
Rob here. Collections here. How many times do I have to call you to collect this debt?
What are we gonna do? This one's been declined too.
Does your debt feel like it's getting out of control? We are a nonprofit service, and we're here to help. Call the Credit Counseling Society today. All you've got to lose is your debt.
1 in 3 Canadians know someone with Alzheimer's disease or another dementia. I'm one of those Canadians. September is World Alzheimer's Month, and the Alzheimer's Society of BC wants you to get involved. Use your creative ideas, your outstanding talents, and your sizzling passions. We make it easy to create a unique fundraising event or join in someone else's. Do anything for Alzheimer's and help support people with dementia, their caregivers, and research for a cure. Let's get started at anythingforalzheimers.ca today.
What could be more rewarding than giving children abilities?
Nothing I can think of, and when you watch Timmy's Christmas Telethon, you can help enrich the lives of BC children with physical and cognitive disabilities.
Caitlin and I will be there Sunday, December 8th on Shaw TV with special guest hosts and great musical guests.
And you'll meet special children and families from around the province.
So call in and pledge. We'll see you then.
Welcome back to Go Sea to Sky. I'm your host, Heather Butts, at the West Coast Railway Heritage Park. Now, the Polar Express has arrived and we will be jumping on board shortly. But first, it's time for this week's episode of Higher Learning. Melanie satisfies her sweet tooth as she tries to be a master chocolatier at Purdy's Chocolate Factory.
Sprott Shaw College's Higher Learning is brought to you by Sprott Shaw College, found online at sprottshaw.com.
Chocolate is my favorite food group. And before you correct me, it is in fact a food group. So in today's Higher Learning, I'm like a kid in a candy store. But better yet, I'm at the Purdy's Chocolate Factory. Who wouldn't want this job? I get to be smelling and hopefully tasting chocolate all day. Yeah, this is the best job ever. I haven't even started yet.
Hi, I'm Gary Mitchell. I've been head chocolatier at Purdy's for 20 years. I get to create all the new chocolates that end up in our Purdy's shops. Melanie seems like she's eager to jump in and make this work. Today, Melanie's going to work with Todd first, making the bottom layer of the Torona.
Off to the kitchen we go. A Belgian almond paste and a Prama paste that we have. And the hedgehog paste and the Prama paste is based upon the Todd bar that I came up with many years ago.
Are you Todd from... You're Todd, the Todd bar guy?
That's me.
Hi, nice to meet you. I just meant like a celebrity, okay? So as an employee, is it against the rules to lick the bowl?
We try to discourage it. So now I've got here is 19 kilos of Belgian chocolate.
Okay.
That we have imported from Calabo. You put these in, I'll open up this. There's gonna be more than one bag. So you can just put that in. Oh, you got a hole in your bag. Oh my gosh.
You know, we use really good quality ingredients, and to see them hit the floor is a little disheartening.
I think Todd did that on purpose. He poked a hole in the bag, for sure.
And now we're gonna pull it this way.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna head off to this room.
Why is it that I always end up having to drive something?
I just need to get a pair of gloves for myself.
Okay, don't go far. Oh gosh.
You got it.
Is anything coming? Oh. Oh, is that too much?
That's okay.
I'm right-handed.
There we go.
Oh God.
Is that better?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
She seemed to grasping the idea, but she seems a little bit awkward.
I'm gonna pull the plow, and then you're gonna stand here and just make sure it doesn't whoosh over the sides, because we're gonna be coming all the way down that way. Let her go nice and, not too fast, but not too slow. And then kind of just make sure that it doesn't go over the edge.
Oh, I see, okay.
Excellent. Fabulous. Okay, well, I'll do the heavy one, and then you can do the lighter one.
Well, which one's lighter? They're the same.
Give it a scrape out.
Pour it anywhere?
Yeah. Except in the middle. Yeah,
Except
down the middle.
Down the middle?
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. A little strip of it. Perfect.
Look, it's a circle. What?
Look out. It's coming your way.
I know, but we'll slow down.
We can. This is
So,
it.
you know, that laugh is getting really evil. Okay, just so you know. I think I made it worse.
It's gonna get chocolate coated again, hon.
Oh, it is?
Well, yeah.
Well, now it has to.
The next step is we're going to put Melanie with Colleen. And she's going to be taking our English toffee and hand rolling it in fresh ground almonds.
How long have you worked here?
20 years.
You worked here for 20 years.
Yeah,
What's your favorite?
I love it. I love working in for this.
I don't. Just find them. Am I
Very
too?
good,
Am I
very
too
good.
slow?
Maybe a little bit faster.
Okay. Look how many more she made than I did. All right, Gary, I spent the day with you here at the Purdy's Chocolate Factory, and I didn't eat as much as I wanted to. Would you hire me or would you fire me?
Melanie, I would hire you.
Really?
Yes.
Sweet.
Melanie has a real passion for chocolate. Skills can be taught, you know, techniques can be learned, but without the passion, it means nothing.
Not an assembly line. I mean, a lot of it is, but most of it is people hand rolling and hand packaging things, and I had a great time working here. Okay, I'm ready.
Melanie, you're not exactly an employee, so your discount isn't going to work. I'm sorry.
Really?
Sprott Shaw College's Higher Learning is brought to you by Sprott Shaw College. Found online at sprottshaw.com.
Did you know that chocolate is rich in antioxidants, can lower the risk of heart disease, and can ease a common cough? Think about that going into the holiday season. Guilt-free, right? But nothing says the holiday season quite like a Christmas classic. Now here at the West Coast Railway Heritage Park in Squamish, they've turned a Christmas tale into a magical theme for all to enjoy, the Polar Express. It's open to everyone of all ages. All you need to do is believe. The West Coast Railway Heritage Park is filled with antique trains, rich with history of Canada's past. But add a little sparkle and a touch of Christmas cheer, and this park is about to transform, bringing a treasured holiday classic to life. Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. I'm so excited to be here at the West Coast Railway Heritage Park, and you guys have a very exciting event going on
Yes,
right now.
we have the Polar Express.
The Polar Express. It is my all-time favorite children's book, and it is, of course, all about riding the Polar Express.
All aboard! Well, here's our golden ticket. We better get on board.
All right. Based on a mysterious train, the Polar Express tells the story of a young boy whose wavering belief in Santa Claus is dispelled when he boards the train on Christmas Eve and is taken to the North Pole, where he receives the first gift of Christmas.
And that's where the bell comes in, because before he can never hear a bell ringing because he just doesn't believe in the Christmas spirit anymore, and he doesn't believe in Santa. And so by the time at the end of the movie, he ends up believing and he can finally hear those bells again.
Boarding the historic train, our tour begins. Both children and adults will enjoy a one-hour trip filled with holiday cheer. So here we are on the Polar Express.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It feels magical already.
It is very magical.
Tickets, please. Tickets.
Oh, thank you. Rich with history, the 1950s rail car truly resembles the illustrations in Chris Van Allsburg's original book, giving riders a genuine sensation of the Polar Express.
Welcome aboard, folks.
Oh, hi.
I've just been very busy this morning in Santa Claus' kitchen getting cookies ready for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Complete with cookies and hot chocolate, we settle in for a scenic tour of Squamish while enjoying a unique Canadian experience. Snow-covered peaks and a historic rail car, the scene is set. It doesn't get more magical than this.
Looks like you've got a genuine ticket to ride.
Volunteers simply add to the event, highlighting several main characters who help bring the story to life.
It's just one of those fantastic feelings, and I think that it just helps keep Christmas alive within our children.
The twinkle of lights and the sparkle of gifts beneath the tree. There's no doubt the Polar Express has arrived at the North Pole.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, one and all. And who do we have here? Heather!
Hello, Santa. The enchanted tour has come to an end, and just as the story goes, each child will receive their first gift of Christmas, a bell from Santa's sleigh, which can only be heard by those who believe. Now, the Polar Express departs from the West Coast Railway Heritage Park several times a day, but December 7th and 8th will be the last days for this year. So be sure to come on down and enjoy the magic of Christmas. That does it for this episode of Go Sea to Sky. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.
What could be more rewarding than giving children abilities?
Nothing I can think of, and when you watch Timmy's Christmas Telethon, you can help enrich the lives of BC children with physical and cognitive disabilities.
Caitlin and I will be there Sunday, December 8th on Shaw TV with special guest hosts and great musical guests.
And you'll meet special children and families from around the province.
So call in and pledge. We'll see you then.